Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do a roster review video. Hope you guys are enjoying your week off, just doing some conquests and TB this week. So today we're going to do the great one, Sugar Daddy. That's who review we're going to do today. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Appreciate you guys coming back, watching this video, and let's get to it, shall we? We shall. All right, like I said in the intro, I'm doing these roster review videos. If you're on one of my Patreon paid subscribers, I will do this video for you and I'll help you with your modding, etc. So, that being said, let's get into the video. So we're doing the great one. He's in Kyber 2. He's 13.2 mil. We'll go over his GAC, we'll go over his modding, a couple things he want me to look at, etc. And we'll go from there, okay? So let's look at his roster. I'm just gonna look at what he has. So I'm just gonna look at the Andor stuff real quick. Andor, he's got 4 stars. Okay. Now let's look at his. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 GLs in Kyber 2. Okay. Okay, let's look at his gear real quick. I think his account's pretty efficient. I've done a review, like a mini review for him before. He doesn't have Gungans yet. Okay. I knew that going into this video. I knew that. New Bad Batch, not finished yet. He's still working on Forloom and Zuckus. Okay. So if I had to say this is close to an in-game account. Even though he's in Kyber 2, he's really close to Kyber 1. When you're this close, it's just a couple things you got to tweak. That's all it is. A couple things you got to tweak. Okay. So let's look at his ships real quick. He's in Kyber 2. He should have all the ships he does. Very nice. So the only thing he does not have profundity is 5 stars. You can get away with that, but that's one thing I would probably tweak right there. Save some crystals, get profundity to 7 stars. It's still valuable. It can still do things at low stars. Don't get me wrong. It still does a lot of good things. But yeah, that's what I would. You basically have almost everything in the game. So that's what I would be doing, is saving my crystals. Let's look at your datacrons. They're pretty good on the datacrons. FTCs up here. If you're on like Kyber 2, Kyber 1 border, you will have to invest a little bit more in datacrons. That being said, especially with this new set coming out. Try to invest. It's only Thursday, so you're 4 days in, but I would try to invest in some more of that. The datacrons. You will need them for 5v5. You only need 11 for offense, 11 for defense. For 3v3, you need 15 for defense, 15 for offense. So that's 30. That's if you don't fail any. So I wanted to go over that real quick. All right. So next step we are going to do. He left me some notes here. He said he was finishing up Leia at the time of this thing. That I'm currently farming. No, excuse me. He's farming Glad, Geo Ahsoka. So let's go back to that. So back to his GLs. All right, so he's getting Ahsoka right now. So that's his last GL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so Ahsoka is his last GL right now. Let's just go look at it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, he's close. He's really close. I think it's just relic levels right now. A couple of them are 6. Yeah, just relic levels right now. Okay, so he's really close. So I remember at the beginning when I did his mini review, I was like, "Hey, I want to see you getting close to Kyber 1 because I feel like he has a great account. We're just looking over like the overview of it, but he has a great account where I feel like he could punch up easily to Kyber 1. This is a Kyber 1 account. Nothing, hands down, this is a Kyber 1 account. Now, if you want to be that close to Kyber 1, that's your decision. That's people's decisions. But this account can get there. He has all the tools, all the tunes. Only thing he's missing is datacrons right now. But I think he has the potential, and he did prove that. We'll go over his GAC. He did prove that this season when he went 7-2. in Kyber 2. So he did really well this season. Super proud. Like I'm a GAC person, and when like he took the goal and he smashed it. So yeah, I say by 5v5 he will be in Kyber 1. Definitely. Definitely. So yeah, he did really good, nice job. We're just looking over his roster. Like he said, he has a lot of good stuff in his roster. We're going to dissect that. We're going to go over his mods. We're going to go over everything today. Now, all right. So, other thing he wrote on his thing was after then, I'll probably R9, R10, the whole cup team for cop. All right, let's look over his cop team real quick before we go over the GAC and modding section on this. So let's go to Constable. Okay, so he's got R10 Cup, just like me. There you go, baby. So Lobot and Kara, same as mine. Though not a lot of people have Lobot higher than Relic 3 because wasn't required. This is a requirement. Um, that's why nobody's had them higher. A lot of people will be getting Lobot up and running just for this team. Cara Dune, most people have 5 just for the requirements. We'll see if, I don't know how well this team is going to be. But if you're going to invest and he does really well, that's great. I'm thinking about doing the same thing. Invested in this cop team. Not a lot of people know if the team's going to be good or not. We have to wait 3 months, but it's most conquest units are good. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to hesitate. And I don't think you should either. So I'm hoping they're good. If not, we'll have a high relic cop team. And then he says, then, and I'm not sure, just want to improve my relic levels for TB. My mods are not great. So my count is a little over 3-ish years old. I didn't do mods. Right, half of that. Any GAC or account advice? Okay, so that's what we're gonna go into. So give me a minute where I'm gonna pull up the GAC part. And then we'll go over the relic levels and what I think you should do. Okay, let's go over that real quick. 1 second. All right, we are back, people. So I have his GAC history up. So let's look over him. Let's go back over it. So, like I said, the highest he got was 3515. I think that was this season. Let's see. Yeah, 3515 right there. He was like a couple wins away from Cyber 1 here. A really good season for him. Let's go over the GAC part. So he does better in 5v5. So for him to do really good in 3v3, that's really great because you can see he's 17 and 19 on 3v3. That's most people. Most people do not like 3v3. They struggle, but he did really well. And 5v5 is where he ranks. That 5v5, he's at a 62%, so that's where he's gonna make his money. But he did really well in 3v3. Now, as you see, he full cleared a lot of his opponents, and then they just barely can get through his defense. Now, I'm gonna go over I think he said he didn't have time for that one, so I'm not gonna go over that one. But this one, I was looking at, what I would have adjusted a little bit differently. Um, these look fine, nothing there. For Balin, I would have used Bane. I know it's a little expensive, but I would have used Bane just to get through it. Jabba is not very. It's like counter. It's not the greatest. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I would have used Bane there, and then he struggled with Lord Vader here. Yeah, I would try to use something maybe Leia on Lord Vader, and then for this Gray team, I would have used for that comp maybe Stranger or something else. Trying to see what else he had. Scroll down a little bit. He had after Lord Vader. Or you could have used Lord Vader against Balin. Yeah, because eventually that's what you did. So that's what I would have did. I would have just took Lord Vader against Balin first and went from there. Or you could, Bane the Lord Vader. So yeah, only thing I would have did was use this first, Lord Vader against Balin, because with that Kron, it is a little trickier. It's not like your normal Balin squad. Now this could be a plan 2 shot. Usually, it looks like this is just timed out. That's all it is. Looks like it's just timed out. And you just cleaned it up. That could be a plan 2 shot. But I think you would have won this one if Balin didn't stuck you up a little bit. And I think that would have been an easy win for you. I think the Ahsoka could have been a plan 2 shot there. Other than that, you look pretty good here. Pray that, yeah. I think that Balin just hold you up. That's all it was. Yep, you did good. Good there. So this would have been an easy win for you. And let's look like how his defense held. So he did a little bleed, like, see, yeah, Balin cost you that little bit of banners. Let's look at his defense real quick. So he put Balin down. Queen Amidala did struggle against Balin. Very nice. They used Stranger against that Ray comp. Okay. Balin there. They, this Cody team's pulling out like Seer Malicos, so that's really good. Hondo, SOK okay. Okay. They use Leia against Stranger. Okay. So they're JMK and Ezra. This is a pretty good trick. Back wall, this is what I used to do. I do it occasionally, sometimes in 3v3. But yeah, very nice trick. Very good job there. See. DVD got beat. They really did. DVD got beat by this? That's tricky. So what did he got him down to these two and then Wampa cleaned that up? Really? That's shocking. I have to do some investigating there. Wampa could be Ezra and JMK by itself? Okay. Alright. I call that a little sus right there. I don't know if the Wampa current can do that. And then ships, he dropped another banner. Yeah. Yeah, this was an easy win for you. I think his second round, he told me he didn't have enough time. I think that's what happened. He said he ran out of time. So that happens. That happens when you're working, etc. So overall, 7-2 season. Could have been 8-1. Really good job. Because if you go down here and look, his regular 3v3 season, he's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 5. So he went 7-2. So really good season. Super proud of him doing a great job on that. Like I said, I, I, when I did his mini review, I was like, hey, you could be in Kyber 1. He took that constructive criticism and he flipped it, and look at him now. Right there. These are all Kyber 2 matchups. Now some people didn't show up. Hey, that's their fault. But he did his job, he full cleared them. But a win's a win. Like I said, once you full clear somebody, if they're not good as you are, they're just going to throw it in town and get the crystals. So really good job there. My next goal for you is to see if you can get, so you only need a couple wins while you're in 5v5 to get to Kyber 1. So that's my next goal for you. All right, let's go over. Next is going to be his mods and what I think he should be working on next. Okay, well, I'll meet you guys over there. All right, we are back. So let's go over his mods real quick. Now, I did run his mod source. He said in his comment, in his little section I had him fill out, he said that my mods are not great. My account's a little over 3 years old. I didn't do mods right half of that. Okay, so we'll just say 1.5 years he's been working on mods. So I did run his mod score. Based off his GP, it could be higher. Could be higher. Now, Smugglers Run 3 and Smugglers Run 2 will help you with that. Now, mods is you can farm mods and with refreshes, or you can get them from the events, Salt Battles, Smugglers Run 2, and Smugglers Run 3. Those are the biggest things you can get mods from. Now, you can buy mods now. I think it's like $4.99, I believe. Or mods come down to how long you've been playing. It's a length thing. Like if your account's only 3 years old, and then don't have a lot of mods, that's probably why. Because I've been playing for 9 years and I struggle with mods. I have a good amount, but when I start unlocking a lot of characters, that's where I struggle. So that being said, I just want to look at some of your GLs and go over that. I'm not going to go over every character's mods. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go over most of all your GLs and see where they're at and go from there. Okay. I might go over some non-GLs as well. So, all right, first thing I want to look at is your Ray. Okay. Ray's missing a mod. I pretend that mod's there. Okay. So you got health, 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 and health. So if her mod was there, I'll just pretend it was. Um, just pretend it was. Her damage is a little low. It would go up because she would probably be an offense mod right there. But I would try sprinkling in one offensive primary and the rest health mods on the primaries. That's what I would do with Ray, just to make her hit a little harder. That's what I would do. Ideal stats for her is going to be health, perfect. Anything over 200k is going to be great. Speed, as long as it's close to 500, you're fine. Only thing I'm worried about is the damage right now. She's healthy, but she's not hitting that hard. Even with that other offensive mod on there, I don't think it'll go up, but I don't think it's going to be huge amount. So an offensive primary on the cross or the triangle will help. Okay. All right, let's look at SOK. Yeah, he's pulling mods around. Yeah, he must be moving mods around. Okay, let's look at Lord Vader. Let's see what he's got cooking here. Protection 200, very nice. Speed 561. Okay, 98 on the damage. 96, I'm sorry. All right, let's see what he's got cooking. Protection, crit damage, protection. Beautiful. I like 3 protection primaries and a crit damage, or 3 protection primaries and a speed. So very nice job there. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's look. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's pulling mods for something. So we can't really look at the GLs. I'm just trying to see. All right. Yeah. He must be pulling mods for something right now. Yeah, he is. Okay. Must be moving them. Maybe he's doing a raid or something like that. So can't really look at all the GLs right now. But ideal would be he had the ideal stats. It looks like these are he must have his raid mods on. Probably on Tarkin or something like that. Yeah, he's moving mods around. Um, but yeah, that's probably why the mod score is a little bit different, because when you're pulling mods and some mods get left off, that's what happens. Let me look at some non-GLs. Yeah, a lot of them are pulling mods here. Hard to look at them when they're all scrambled around here. Let's see. Okay, he does have Stranger. All right, let me. That's so with Stranger, I just do all health and super fast. That's all I do with Stranger. 276. I'd make him fast as possible with the speed set, with the health set primaries. That's all I did with my Stranger. Make him super fast. Let me see what else. So he talked about R9 and R10, the whole squad, and then improved levels for TB. Okay. I didn't know if you had a goal in mind when you did this, like for TB, like you guys need R9s for certain planets or etc. Don't know that. We really didn't go over that in detail. Um, Relic levels, I would suggest outside of TB would be Ray. She really good with R9. Um, Ray would be nice. Lord Vader would be nice. Because you already have, I looked at it here. You already have Scorch R9, RA Apo. Go look. Yeah, R7, R8, R9, R7. So Lord Vader would benefit with more relics. That would help you in Grain Arena, TB as well. Make him more bulky. Ray would benefit for higher as well. Her health will go up. She, even though she's not a tank, she benefits from an R9. She's really good. Who else would benefit with her? JMK would need some loving. He's only R6 right now. I'd probably bump him to 7. The minimum. Mine's still at 7. I haven't went any higher than that. And I think that's fine. What else? Let me see. Ezra would be nice higher up with Rezra and Ray. Yeah. Or if you're going to do Ezra and Ahsoka, etc. Yeah, that would be nice. TB wise, I don't know what you're going to do. Maybe if you guys need like platoons at R9, I understand that part. Let me see. Either all your accounts pretty efficient. It's just some modding things. Like I said, you have losing. He said he's had Jar Jar unlocked for about a year now, but he hasn't done anything with him. Gungans do surprising things once in a while with, if you have a good datacron set, etc. But yeah. Um the biggest thing I see on this account is to get you to the next hump would be datacrons. I think you have all the tunes and tools to be there. I think especially if you have Ahsoka, you'll have all 10 GLs. I think will Jar Jar get you to Kyber 1? Don't think so. But I think Datacrons will boost you there. I think that's the biggest step I would do. Getting more mods, getting more Datacrons. Excuse me. I think that's the biggest key right now. Um, like, is there a way we can do? Okay, so if I had to put some relic levels on anybody, to steal down the road, Sean, get her up and running. She's at 3 right now. That could help you for offense as well in Great Arena. If people put Stranger or they put like another GL, like if they maybe like JML down or something like that, or something low key GL, you can take Sean in there, nuke him out. Let me see what else. Low relic. Um, yeah, you really don't have a lot of low relics. I know relic delta is a thing, but a lot of these are already at 5. So yeah, the only thing I'm seeing right now, the cop team, a little low relics, low bot. Spirit, low relics. So I'll probably get Spirit, low bot team, cop, and the Tills team up a little bit higher relics. Jolie, Johanny, Sean. Yeah. That's one thing I would really think I would work on. Stormtrooper Luke and Yoda. Stormtrooper Luke, definitely. Get him a little bit higher. You can he's only you can put him in there, especially with his cron. You can do Han, Princess Leia, Luke as the lead, put 2 more rebels. That wouldn't be bad investment. Um Barris, she does okay. I don't think she's like, you know, game changing. I don't think that'd be game changing, but she does okay with that cron. Um Asajj does some cool things with Forloom, so that's pretty cool. But the biggest thing I would see would be spirit right here. Get your spirit up because you should have great mode. You do. You have great mode at 7. Spirit really does really good with them. Also, you have Peridian right here, and you have Night Trooper. So you could slide them in there as well if you don't want to put Spirit in there. There's a lot of mix and match you can do there. But yeah, Spirit would be um R7 would be minimum. I would do Spirit. I mean, I know people do the R8, R9, take out Ahsoka's with it. Um, but yeah. So it's still Sean, Spirit, low cop and low bot team, and Centil team. That's what relic levels I would be trying to punch up a little bit. Um, I think that you already said you're working on the cop team, so you should be good there. Yeah. Other than that, most of your things are for 5. It starts going to 5 right about where Zori is. So not too shabby. Um, I know Relic Delta, you want to be at 7, but just in case. But yeah, that's a good start. Like I said, I don't know what kind of TB things you're looking at, like to get for ROTE or anything like that. I don't know that, but this is a really nice roster. So this is how I based off if you're a good roster or not. So I'll look at your gear tier and I'll look at how many gear 12s you have. That makes me say, is this an efficient roster or is it like you have 4 rows of gear 12? You know what I mean? Like so mine's between 3 and 4 rows, but I struggle with relics. So that's my thing. But it looks like you're doing pretty good actually. Because Zuckus and Forloom, they haven't been out that long, and you already have them at gear 12. So other thing I would try to get is Luthen up, especially with this Rebel Fighters. Um, I think Luthen will be more. Luthen's a really good character. I like Luthen. If he came out with a ship, it would be even better. But right now, I think Luthen is really good, especially with these new Rebel Fighters coming out. I think you'll see Luthen, fly Luthen in there. We might see. Well, is there something in his kit where he has to be with Saul? Um, I have to read his kit. I wonder if it's tied to Saul and Mon Mothma. It has to be with them. Yeah, if Saul is the leader, it gains. Okay, okay. Yeah. His kid's tied into with Saul. Okay. Got it. I got it. Okay. Okay. But yeah, Luthen would be really nice as well. Yeah, but you have a lot of good characters. Just needs to get some little bit higher relics on them. But other than that, hey, you're looking pretty efficient. My next goal would be for you to is get some higher relic levels. Get Ahsoka, sprinkling some higher level relic levels on your GLs, especially Rey and Lord Vader. That would help you out. Defensive wise, that would help you out. I've been pulling Lord Vader for offense, so I've been having a lot of fun with Lord Vader for offense as well. So you can try that out as well. Because you already have your teams up and running for the raid team clone troopers, so that wouldn't be a bad investment there. Other than that, I just say mods, mods, mods. That's the biggest thing. Refresh mods. If you can spend 50 crystals refreshing, do it. You can spend 100. If you can do 350s, I would do it. Mods, mods, mods. That's the biggest thing. And look at your store and look at your mod store and go from there. So, like I said, you're an experienced player. Um, you're right there close to me. Actually, I'm like 13.5. You're at 13.2. So you're gonna pass me up very soon. Um, but yeah, you're an experienced player. It's just mods, just getting you a stack of mods. That's all it is. Now you probably already know this. Hold on, let me get out of that. You probably already know this. Go to your mod store and see what they have available. If you have the episode pass, I always look at these right here, see if anything has a 5-speed in it, and I buy it. Um, that's what I do. Like I'll go in here and look. You know, that's why my credits sometimes get a little low, so I got to slow down my roll. But I try to get many mods as possible. Make sure you're doing the assault battles, smuggler run 2, smuggler run 3, and then make sure you're on a schedule for your mods. Like Friday through Sunday, I'll do offense or speed, and I'll go in there and see what I need. I never farm health mods. I really don't never need them because all the events going on. Or so I'll do like I'll put myself on a schedule and go from there. So yeah. Go to the big camera real quick. Yeah, you have a nice account. It's really good. My next goal for you is to see if you can get to Kyber 1 and stay in Kyber 1. The first goal is to get to Kyber 1. That'd be a big achievement. And then, especially with that squish and everything that's going on. And the next goal for you is to stay in Kyber 1. And then eventually face me. Now I'm just playing. You have a really nice account. It's an in-game account. It's just modding. Looks like you're flipping mods around. Looks like that might be with the raid or something like that. Um, getting you some mod inventory, getting you to Kyber 1, and then just leveling up your relics for Relic Delta and TB. That's what maybe the next step for you is. All right. So if you guys would like, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button out there. If you guys would like a review, a video from me, click the Patreon link, sign up. I think it's $4 per review. And I will help you with your modding. It's just you sign up $4, and then if you ask me, I have my own private little chat in my Discord. If you ask me to help you with your modding, I will. Um, I'll send you a private DM, so it's just me and you, and we'll go over modding together. That's perks of being a Patreon with me. It's $4. Instead of doing Twitch or YouTube, you can get on there, use a Patreon. So we can do that. I'm putting out some other perks with Patreon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Like I said, if you guys want a review, fill out the form. Because remember, reviews aren't easy because you have to do a lot of editing. You know, they take time. I usually try to do these on my days off, with all the other stuff I've got going on. But I hope you guys like the review. Great one. I hope you love the review. You have a nice account. Keep up the great work. Like I said, you went 7-2. That's really good in 3v3. That's really good. The next step for you is to flip that switch and get to the Kyber 1. I think you can do it. Just make sure you're farming those little bit of datacrons, modding, getting some relics up. So that's my next step for you. You got this. You got this. Now, once you get to Kyber 1, it's hard to stay in Kyber 1. I try. It's hard for me. I used to be on that Kyber 2, Kyber 1 border. Now I'm staying in Kyber 1 a lot more now, just because of my modding and etc. So, like I said, it's hard to stay there, but once you're there, and you have a good, I feel good about like, hey, I belong. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Give me a comment. Let me know how you guys think about the review. And if you like a review, the Patreon link will be at the bottom thing. And let me know. All right. Until next time, guys, you have a great one. Great one. And we did the great one review. That's a joke. Anyways, guys, have a great one. And we will see you guys on the next time. Peace out.